Angel the artist in the building. How are you feeling?
Indeed.
What's going on,
I'm feeling
Queen?
real, just chilling, being creative, making music, all that good shit. Can we curse
The artist herself.
on here?
Well, welcome to On the Lens with Vince. I'm your host, Beneficial Films, and y'all know me in the metaverse as Beneficial Games. Today, we're doing something different, bringing together the virtual and the real. I'm here as my avatar in VR. Joining me on FaceTime is Angel the Artiste, a real world creator who's making waves in this digital space. On the show, we talk about virtual reality, AI, and the creative journeys of those shaping the future. It's about imagination, innovation, and community. And today we're diving in. Angel the Artiste, that VR is joining me today, and I'm very excited. And how are you? Please introduce yourself and tell people who you are a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. Well, hi guys. It's your girl, Angel the Artist, or Angel, or your favorite broccoli top, whatever you know me as. I am a XR developer. I am an artist of many trades, including music, tattoos, and sculptures. Name it, you can. I do it, except for dancing. Two left feet on that. So we're not gonna
To
talk
the
about
feet,
that.
dang. Artiste to the T, the definition of artiste. You don't just do one, you do kind of multiple of things, a conglomerate.
Yeah.
I just like
Hmm.
that word. What drew you into creating in virtual worlds instead of traditional media and what I mean in general, even though you do it all? What drew you into VR?
I think it was just the fact that it was just open customization. I've always been a gamer at heart, so I've always, dived into games that have like any type of customization. Like I am a Sims freak. I am definitely into any of the games where you can customize like GTA or Hogwarts Legacy. I'm blanking on more games, but like anything where you could create your own stuff in it, like I had my hands in it.
Okay.
And I've always been in multiple metaverses. I was in IMVU back when I was, real, not going to show our age, but, real young and would make money from there. And all like Club Penguin, Gaia Online, Mies, like I was all into that. So once it came
Wow.
to like Horizon World, it was just like, okay, this is just another step for me to create and
That
be
was
like,
nothing
show
then.
me as like a personality online. And that's exactly what
So
I
so
did.
you've been doing that from PC days
Yeah. Yep.
and game
Mm.
days. So you came in here and was like, oh, this is bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, I just had to learn their specific language. That's all it was.
No, I love that. And you were actually one of the worlds that I first came into Horizon Worlds and just like was just diving in and just melting away about the how creations and creatives can be in this VR headset. And I
Hmm.
got a lot of inspiration from you. So it's definitely dope that you are still in here doing your thing. How do you
Yes.
approach not that, but what do you think makes VR such a powerful medium?
I think it's very powerful because you can reach a broad audience. Like when I was making music in not in real life, but like outside of headset before I got into headset, like I didn't have that much support. Like and it was hard for me to want to perform and get myself out there because I have major stage fright, major anxiety. So when I got into headset and I started doing music, the support was through the roof. I can perform on stage without feeling like my voice is going to start shaking or I'm about to just collapse into just fear of just being in front of a bunch of people. So definitely it gives you that bridge to connect from being able to be like, okay, listen, I'm not really good with being social or being outside, but I want to share my art. I want to share my emotions within this song or this art piece or something like that. And VR was able to do that for me. So I will never regret being on this headset. And I give a lot of thanks and I'm very grateful for being on here because it's definitely helped me progress on many, many mediums, not just the traditional art.
Yeah, I love that. is you can imagine the imagination that you can it's I just love
Right.
hearing that story, bro. Dang. How do you approach creativity differently inside VR compared to real life though?
Now that's a tricky one.
Mm.
Because I mean they're kind of mostly the same. With anything that I do regarding art, it's always been some form of journal page of mine. It's always something that I've some type of emotion that I've had to process. Anger, sad, jealousy, envy, whatever it is, it's coming out into an art piece or it's coming out into a song, coming out into a whole world build. That's always what I've done when it comes to art, whether in VR or in the traditional mediums. So something different. I'm not, I guess, pushing the limit of the tech side of things, which I haven't really done in traditional art mediums, which you can do. Like I've seen multiple people that mix in science or math with their art in traditional mediums, and I haven't. But when it comes to XR development, obviously you need to have that coding aspect and that tech savviness, to make things not only look good but feel immersive as well. So that's probably, yeah, that's the difference for sure. Me
Well, that's what
interpreting more of an immersive experience for you.
yeah, that's how I got more involved because it's more immersive. You were inside, you know what I mean, the artwork, the music, the world. So you what first inspired you to bring your music into VR spaces though?
Okay, so I definitely have to shout out DJ Manny Flyso,
Shout
and
out DJ
Chris
Manny.
Kane. Yes, for sure. Those two people are the main reason why I'm doing music in VR. I just happened to be in a world with them, and I just very casually was just like, "Oh yeah, I've made one song in my life. I have this one song." And they were just like, "Play it, play it, play it." So I was just like, "Okay, cool." I played it and they were just like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you making more music?" And I was just like, I don't have the equipment, like, I didn't have any of that stuff, so it was just like, "No, you need to make music, make music." And, with the help of Meta, because I was in the program or whatever, and through a residency program, they gave me a lot of funds, and I used a lot of that funds to get all the equipment. I'm talking a whole new computer,
Nice.
$300 mic, just the whole audio interface, the DAWs, like I got everything. And I was just like, all right, I'm investing. So I need to, this music needs to start
That
popping off. And
that's why
that's
you going so
exactly, yeah.
hard. Respect.
Yes.
Okay, respect. Cause
Yes.
I know you as a world builder, and now what I
Mhm.
mean. You're an artist, so that's you supposed to like go into all the art if you can. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right.
But I've known you as a world builder, so like now you pushing into your music thing, and which is
Mhm.
cool because I just talked to Boo Bangers, right? And I also talk to some artists that's not in the VR headset. So I'm talking to more about music and how VR can collab with helping artistry promote their brand.
Right.
So yes, 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 yes. I'm definitely inspired and proud of you for reaching out new avenues in the art. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you.
What's you coming out? You
Appreciate
coming out with anything new now? What you working
it.
on now?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a new project. It is not titled yet, nor does it have a due date. Um, I wanna just vaguely say maybe sometime fall, but that's about it. This project is very different from what I've been publishing. I was started on like kind of singing and then I went really deep into rapping and I got huge feedback from that. But this since Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna shout out my fiance big. But
Shout out
for
Biggs.
Valentine's Day I got him a gift. I made a whole EP just for him because he's been wanting me to
Oh,
sing
nice,
for so long. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna make you this
nice.
EP so that you never have to ask me to sing again. And it stuck. Once I did that album, well, album. I was just like, dang, I kind of want to keep singing. So I was just like, all right. So now this new project is very, very emotional. Lots of singing, lots of like haunting tones. I kind of went back into the like bang bang, nobody knows me phase that I went through. And I don't know, I'm kind of just diving into there. So definitely a dark pop kind of album going on. And I'm
I like
excited
that.
to, yeah, see where that goes.
I like that. Dang. So you into the music thing. So you slowed down world building in place of the music, or you juggling the two? Where we at with it?
I have slowed down the world building. Tremendously, honestly. And not because I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
I have mostly been focusing my world building on just commissions for right now. So right now I've been in partnership with Tony Stark and the Zodia brand. I built their primitive
Okay.
worlds and all the different themes that went with it, including the Valentine's Day world. We're about to do a Halloween world. And I'm pretty sure we'll also be doing a winter build as well. And then I also did the clothing store for Zodia, which is House of Zodia. And then we just got the go on doing Zodia and Trimesh for 2026. So that's been mostly where my world building has been going. And then I do have my own clothing store, which is Chartreuse Outlet, and I've been
The
mostly
clothing store.
I had the build for a while, yeah. As soon as I heard
Mm-hmm.
that we were getting access to clothes, I made the build off rip, like, before I even had access to
I
clothes,
was
so I
about to
was just
ask you.
sitting there. So as soon
Yeah.
as I got it, yeah, I was just like, "Alright, put all these clothes in," and occasionally I'll make new clothes and then add them to the store and stuff like that. So that's about been the most of that, but Zodia for sure, and, this new show that I'm also a part of called Hidden Vision, which is a music review show. That's with me,
Oh, shout
DL
out Hidden Vision.
Cordero,
Yes.
Cosmic Kai, and Fade Game. Um, yeah, we do that every Tuesday. But I'm working on doing a Horizon Worlds tri-mesh build in there as well. So we have a place to call home in the Horizon Worlds.
I love that, man. Shout out to Hidden Visions and Cosmic Kai and DL Cordero too. I need to take some time out to go and do a little episode, man. But I know y'all got a lot going,
Yes.
and it looks really good. And I wanted to do my little music too and see what y'all think of that. But
Please
that show
do.
was really clean. I'm about to try something out. Uh, Shoot, man. So okay, you more into the music now. So I love that. But you still building because you still in the scene with it. Um, are you building in VR chat as well? Talk about VR chat. What's that over there look like?
I mean, it's definitely a goal of mine. I definitely want to have a place to call home in VR chat. Is it scary? Yes. Am I nervous? Absolutely. But mostly because it's just again it's me having to learn a whole new language all over again. So I know it can be done, but I'm just the anxiety is kind of getting to me just a tad bit. So I've been procrastinating just a little bit
Okay,
on building in VR chat, but it's definitely a goal for sure.
copy that. So I talk to a lot of people when you say scary, right? And then I'm pretty sure a lot of conversations go over people's head who not quite in this VR headset. And when you say scary, you mean like the building itself, or like just going inside the VR chat app?
No, yeah, building for VR chat.
Copy that. So I do say people are scared. Maybe that's not the right word. Maybe I need to switch it up. I say a lot of people are scared of VR, scared of VR, and I think you might know what I'm trying to say. But what do you do say to those people who are scary or might not know, or like how would you get them in like in your words? How would you get them to know it's not? You know what I mean?
I would say no one said it better than Nike, but you just gotta do it. You just gotta come inside, pause, and you just gotta meet the people for sure. Like, and definitely come with a group of friends. Like, if you and your friends are all deciding, hey, we should get this headset, that'll probably be your best bet. Because I know a lot of people come on alone, and then they pop into that black cat instance, and then hear about
Mm.
3 N-words from non-N-words, and they're just like, "I'm not doing it." So, that I
Real quick, right?
understand, but, like, when you find your people and you find your community in there, it's over. It's a wrap. It's cloud nine every time that you get on line. There we go. Yeah.
No, yeah, you definitely got to find your people in your community. Community is definitely huge, definitely huge.
Mhm.
Um, Speaking of that, do you think VR could change how artists, musicians, influencers connect with audiences and people? Like how?
Yes, absolutely. I remember back in, I want to say 2022. We had Maya come into Horizon Worlds. And I think
Mhm.
from both sides of the perspective, like as a fan coming in and seeing, an icon from the 2000 early 2000s, and just being like, I'm literally, not literally, but like metaphysically standing right next to this famous singer, like that's
Mhm.
amazing. And to be able to connect with them, and I'm sure for even Maya, I don't want to speak for her, but I'm assuming that it was awesome to be able to hang around, fans without having to feel that extra anxiety of being bombarded, by
Mhm.
physical people. But being able to have
Mhm.
a conversation with people in, headset makes things a lot easier and a lot safer, especially when you're on that status of fame. Like I know, like I'm not famous by any means, but I'm a little known on headset. And even for me, I get a little overwhelmed when too many people come up and are just like, "Oh my god, hey, this." I'm just like, oh, like a part of me just power down on the headset, but it's just like, okay, I can deal with this. So I couldn't even imagine what that feels like to be famous literally in the physical world, and
Mm.
you can't even go to your bodega for bacon, egg, and cheese without having somebody like
Mhm.
trying to rip a piece of your clothes off and put it in a jar and put it on the altar. Like I don't
Put
know.
it
So
in a
it's just like
jar. It's crazy.
serious. So just it's that safety aspect for me. Like that's what I always want to stress when it comes to trying to get celebrities in here, because it's just like this is a really amazing way to connect with your fans without either of you guys feeling overstimulated or overwhelmed by just having that energy around you, and you'll be able to literally connect with any and everybody that has a headset or has a phone or computer now, since we're even open to those different consoles and stuff.
Oh yeah, now yeah, then Horizon Worlds and everybody else to make it where you don't even need a headset no more. You know what I mean? You put
Exactly.
it right on a PC and hop in the, or the phone, hop right
Yep.
up in the world. However, I do encourage people to get immersed though. It's a way different experience where you can look up, down, left, and right. You know what I mean? And I do got
Yeah.
myself on the side right here, so you can kind of you can see. You know what I mean? What it looked like. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm a real person.
We're real people.
Real people. From your perspective, though, what do you think VR is missing right now to go mainstream?
I think they still have some bugs and stuff to work out, because there are like little things that I know can add up over time and make somebody be like, all right, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like this is starting to get annoying. And just
Mm-hmm.
allowing more people to fit in one space. Like I love, and I'm gonna shout out Manny again, but I love the summer and winter jams and whatnot, the concepts of it. But I will absolutely be lying if I said I wasn't annoyed by, having to go through four different stage and perform four different times because everybody can't fit in one instance.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely feel like when they up that amount of people that can be in a world, that's when concerts and stuff are really gonna pop off. That's when it's gonna really feel
Right.
immersive, and people are gonna really want to get in here, because it's just like, yo, I was just at a concert with like 500 people at the,
Right.
and in VR, and I didn't have to like deal with nobody mosh pitting and being all up
Right.
on me, staying breath, no,
I can
not
use the
like
bathroom
like
real quick and be on front
okay,
stage and use
like
the
you in the
bathroom.
comfort of your home, or you could literally be the one sitting on the toilet, doing your business, and you don't got to worry about nobody like complaining about your smell. Like
That part.
I don't
You
know,
can still be in
I
the
see all that.
concert in the on the toilet.
Yes.
I love
Oh my god.
that. Like, girl, this concert jumping, taking a doo
You're
doo,
right. Meanwhile, the
taking
rear
a doo
end
doo.
going.
You wiping. No, speaking of that, would you rather go to a VR concert, VR sports game, or a VR art gallery, and why? That's one of these questions I'd be like,
Oh, that's hard. Sports game is definitely out. No offense to anybody that's into the sports and stuff like that.
well,
I would
Team Go
much rather
Sports.
a sporting event in real life. But as far as like VR and art gallery, the limits are like almost non-existent when it comes to being in VR. So to be able to watch
Mm,
a VR concert and see like the special effects that can be immersive in headset or even in an art gallery where you're in an art gallery, you're looking at a still painting and then it's coming alive in front of you just because you're in VR and that's what VR is capable of. So I don't know if
mm-hmm.
I could pick between those two. I'd have to say concert Larry. Yeah.
Concert Larry. Okay,
Concert
we got to make
the
that
merge
happen. I can see that. I can
concerting
actually see
gallery.
that. And I think, dang, Shay Arts did something like that. Kind of back in the day, I think she had some people perform in the art gallery where she had like
Mm.
black people, black people, art people display their art around the
Yes,
gallery and then performed in the art gallery, which I thought was pretty cool. So
that's
I think
dope.
she's definitely running back. We
Yeah.
should collab and do something else like that again. No,
Mhm.
for sure.
Absolutely.
So what's next for Angel the artist? Tell me what's next for you?
So like I said, definitely working on that dark pop album. Hopefully fall. And as far as building, I do have a bunch of worlds in draft. None of them have due dates because I am very much a perfectionist and a stickler for how I want things to run in a world, which is a lot considering I'm not a scripter. So I
Mm,
do a lot of nitpicking on that aspect. The world will be built visually in like 24 hours. But the rest of those months that it's in draft is definitely just me going through scripting upon scripting upon scripting and bugs and all that stuff. So I do have a Mario Party game in the Horizons in the works. I have a Monopoly
nice.
game that is technically published on the manual
Monopoly.
side, but I'm
Ooh.
working on the automatic.
That
Yeah.
seems like it's a doozy to make, no?
Yes, yes. That one's actually both of them. Both of them are ridiculously. I don't know why. I'm not a scripter and I always pick very ambitious builds. But I'm gonna figure it
you
out and I'm gonna
you
publish
don't
it.
collab with any scripters and no collaborations of any scripters to help you with that?
I haven't really found any, mostly because one, I'm nervous to even ask. Um, Also because I'm not in the financial state to hire a scriptor, and I don't like to ask scripters for help because I feel like, they deserve being paid for their work because that is not easy at all. But I don't know, so I get stuck between that and I'm just like, I don't want to ask anybody for help and they'd be like, "Okay, yeah, my quote is," and then I have to like be like, "All right, see ya." So it's just like I don't want to seem like I'm trying to get over on anybody, but it's just like I need help. So I don't know. I've been doing the mentor sessions with the program though. So at least those kind of help teach me
Nice.
certain things so I can kind of move forward, but that's at a very slow pace.
Shout out Meta too. I was just talking about that. They do have to where real anybody can go and kind of create. Once if you dive in and read the tools, you know what I mean, you can go in there and create and start your journey. Speaking of that,
Mhm.
what do you say to people who want to start creating? Do you have any advice for any people who want to start?
I would definitely say world hop for about a couple days, honestly. See what's out there, gain the
That's great advice.
inspiration, and then after those world hopping days, then stay and build for a couple days. And not even to like uh pick something to build, but just to look at every single tool, manipulate every single shape, figure out the desktop editor if you have access to that, then mess with all the tools on there, get into Blender, mess with all the tools in there, and just keep going until you literally have all the knowledge, and now all you need to do is think of the ideas. Making sure you have that foundation of knowledge on all of the tools that are there for you, and then just jump right into it, because the inspiration comes after you already know well, not everything, but like once you got a hang of things, it comes.
Exactly. That's what I tell people. You got to just get in there, put the headset on, walk around,
Yep.
teleport here and there, get inspired. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I got inspired when I seen a lot of worlds, man. Oh, I can name a bunch, but when you go in there and you realize, oh, wait a minute, this whole app is for people to create worlds. Oh, I could do it too. Oh, wait, this is made by
Mhm.
somebody like me and you. Okay, cool. Oh,
Mhm.
wait, you here in this world? This is creator right here. I can talk with it.
Right.
I
Right.
it got deep for me, and I was like, okay, this is next. This is different.
Mhm.
I love that. So AI in
Man.
the future, right? AI in the future. Do you see AI as a collaborator, a tool, or a competitor in the creative space?
Um, it can be all three. It depends on, what you're doing with it or how you're reacting to it. I think there's a lot of controversy around AI, especially from creatives
Hmm.
who are not okay with the AI taking things from certain artists and stuff like that. Um, you kind of signed up for it when you didn't read that fine print. And at the bottom, they said they would be using your art and all that stuff for AI.
For years, huh?
So that's it. It is what it is. And honestly, I
Literally.
am an avid user of AI, so I really can't even say anything. I use AI a lot for referencing, whether I'm using a reference image from AI to draw an actual original piece, or I use it for like my album covers. Like I make use of it
Yep.
for sure, so it's always going to be a tool for me. I don't think I'll ever see it as a competitor myself, just because like yeah, everybody has access to AI. Yeah, it's taking things from a lot of people who didn't read the fine print. Um,
Mm.
but everything that we all create using AI is always still going to be unique. You're never going to find this one piece anywhere else. Yeah, the eyelash might be that somebody else's eyelash in another art piece, but that's the same thing that goes for anything that we've been doing since the dawn of time. All the music that's out now is sampled from something else. All of the art that people are drawing now is inspired from some other artist back in the day. So it's just like you can't really
Exactly.
be too contradicting of like, oh yeah, I want to be mad about AI, but I'm not gonna be mad when I sample my favorite artist's style of medium and then do the same exact thing. So it's just like I don't know. I'll never see it as a competitor. I love AI. I love the tool that it gives to me. I love it making things easier for me, and I will use it every single day until the day I die or until they stop using it or whatever.
Yeah, because why would not use the hammer to put the nail in the wood?
Exactly.
This is a tool.
Exactly.
It's a tool. Hey, what how do you play? What excites you most about the merging of AI and VR?
I think what excites me most is probably giving me that sense of handicap. Like, making things a lot easier, like just being able to be like, all right, type in the prompt and be like, all right, cool, that script is fully done. Like that's what I'm very excited for, being able to have the computer itself script all my stuff for me, so I don't even have to do too much. Or even I tried using like the AI for like the visual stuff, and that part I probably won't be using too much, just because it's just like it hasn't been perfected. It looks like when AI first came out to the public towards us, and everybody had seven
Hmm.
fingers and stuff like that. So, um,
Well, at least I can hear you. I look a little frozen. I'll try to keep it between 25, 30 minutes. So we had a I'll try to keep it between 25, 30 minutes. So we had a good